Jessica from the Literacy Loft, and I am sharing a tutorial with you about how do I break apart Google Slides. So I've had this question a lot, especially with the at-home learning packets from teachers that would like to break these packets up into weeks or just by day or only send home like a little bit at a time. So I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that. So here we go. I'm going to go to my folder and I've actually already done this because I already did this video, but I'm doing it again because I messed up. And I don't want to confuse you at all because this can already be confusing enough. So I have a little test packet right here. So I'm just going to use that. And then I'm just going to duplicate it, or excuse me, make a copy. So you right click and then select make a copy. So then what that's going to do is that's going to make a copy so that I can keep my original document intact. That's important because even if I change things, I want to keep my original just so I have it as a reference or if I need to change anything. So now you can see I have a copy of. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. And I'm going to rename it week 1. And then I'm going to name it something else just so I have it. So let's say I want to call it Mrs. Myers, I don't know how to spell my name, 3rd grade packet. So there we go. So week 1, Mrs. Myers 3rd grade packet. So then what I'm going to do is if I only want the first few days, then I can go down here and let me hide the menu. I'm going to click those little, those 6 squares, looks like an array, and I'm going to click those. There we go. And then it's just going to show me the thumbnails, and so that I can quickly grab the ones that I need. And so then, since this is week 1, I'm going to do days 1 through 5. So ELA 1, 2, 3, math 1, 2, 3, and all the way to 5. So with a little handy dandy, I can zoom in and out. Then I'm going to just delete everything past what I don't want. So click on that. And then for me, I'm on a Mac, so it is Shift and then select the end one that I want. For you, it might be Control, however you select all on your computer. So you're going to select not all of them, but just the ones past 5. You can also just delete them individually as well. I'm trying not to touch my face. And so I'm just going to delete those. And then there we go. So I have week 1. It's all set. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another way that you could do that. But first, so I have week 1. So what I would want to do is then I could do the same thing. So I could make another copy. There it is. And I can also rename it from here in case I want to rename it from here. So I could call this, I want to keep my names consistent. So I'm going to call this, week 2, Mrs. Myers 3rd grade packet. And then just go in and delete everything except for delete. So get rid of days 1 through 5. And so then I would do 6 through 10 and then delete 11 through the rest. Okay, so before I do that, so then I would have week 2. The other way that I can break apart a Google slide is by just creating a brand new one and then copying and pasting the slides over. So I'm going to go and just click in the white space and select Google Slides. I'm just going to create a new one. So I'll create in a shared folder. Yes, I'm just going to create a new one. And then the default presentation is going to look like this. So I don't want to just copy and paste over right away because it's going to look, it's not going to fit. It's a different shape. So first I'm going to name it before I forget. It's really important. So this is going to be week 3, Mrs. Myers packet, or I don't know what I called it. See, it's nice if you do it in the folder because you don't forget what it's called. Oh, 3rd grade packet. Okay. Week 3, Mrs. Myers, 3rd grade packet. And then I'm going to format the size, and I can get out of here. I don't need any themes. It's white. I'm going to, that's another really cool thing that I love about Google Slides is that you can hold down your mouse and drag it and it will select all the boxes. So I can easily select all of those and then delete. And then I'm going to go to File and then Page Setup. So I don't want widescreen. I want custom. And then what I do here is I'm going to do the same size, whatever size this is. I want to make my new slide that same size. So page setup, and this is 8.5 by 11. So that's what I'm going to change my new slide to. So 8.5, and it's a size of paper, and that's on purpose because it is. It was originally a printable packet, and it's just a digital format. So I'm going to apply that, and there we go. I have a blank one. So then I'm going to go over to. So this is I want to make that one week 3. This is my week 1. I'm just going to X out of that. This is my week 3. That's my old one, sorry. So week 3 would be days. I'm getting my math going on here. Week 3 would be days 11 through 15, right? Yeah, okay, 11 through 15. So I would grab those days or whichever days I wanted. So it's not the point of the days, it's the point of how you want to have it organized. So you would just grab, so let's say I want to grab 11, start with ELA because they go in an order, ELA, math, science. So let's say I want to grab 11 through, and actually the quicker and easier way to do this is to hit these little thumbnails, and I'm going to, let me find there's 15, so I can actually grab that down here, and then just click that, and then once I get up to 11 of ELA, then I'm going to click Shift, and the yellow outline means they are all selected. So I can right click and click copy. If you're on a Mac, you can do Command C, but I'm going to right click and click copy. Then I'm going to go over here and paste. And you don't really need a link. And then they're all there. And then if I want, maybe I want to add the directions or the packet, I can add that as well. Just copy. And you just do a Shift to select them. And then I'll just delete this. So actually, I'm going to leave that there. So I could either delete it or I could, and you don't have to click Insert a new slide. You can just hit enter and then drag them wherever you want them to go. You can reorder the slides that way too. So that's something important to know if you wanted to take any, and this isn't just for this particular slides, it's for any of them. If you wanted to like drag them into different order, you can just drag them and play around that way. So math, science, ELA. If I wanted to rearrange the order, you can definitely do that. That's what's really cool about Google Slides. And then, let's say you wanted to maybe just make like a little cover sheet for your students. Like you just want them to know that this is week 1. So you could, let's give it a nice background color. So you're going to go to background and you can change it to whatever color you want. So let's give it a nice blue color. And then you can insert a text box, and let's do up here. We could change the text box color if we wanted. And this isn't going to be very pretty. I'm just showing you how to do it. And then you could change the font. So to have, maybe you want to use something fancy, and oops, Myers third grade packet, week 1. And then maybe I want to center it and center it in the middle of the square. Maybe I want to make it a little bigger. Maybe I don't like that font. Maybe I want to make it a little clear. There we go. That's nice. Maybe I don't really even like the blue color. Maybe I do. It doesn't matter. Maybe I want to put a little image in there so I can go search the computer, search the web. Maybe I want to put like a at home learning. Let's see what comes up. I could do something like that, insert that there. Maybe I'm like, well, that's not really what I want. I can delete it, and I could insert a pencil if I want. Forget what I'm doing. Oops. There we go. And I could just do that. Oh, that's nice. So you can customize it and make your own. Or maybe you have clip art you could add. So you could add a pencil clip art if you wanted to, or whatever. I'm not like hung up on the pencil clip art, but that's just something you can do to kind of customize it and make it your own. So then once you have, depending on if you are sharing Google Classroom, then all you're going to do is just add to when you add the assignment, just make sure that you make a copy for each student. But if you wanted to share this link and you wanted each student to be forced to make a copy, then you would click share, get shareable link. Anyone with the link can view, and actually what you need to do is you probably want to change that to anyone with the link can view. And then, did I do that right? There we go. Anyone with the link. It also depends on how it's set up, how you're sharing. So anyone with the link can view, and actually you can change this to edit, and then you're gonna copy it. And then here's you can also do view, and then students have to make a copy. But what you really want to do if you're not sharing through Google Classroom is you want to grab the link, and then if you put it in your browser, if you do view, it's just going to have view. They can't edit anything. But here, if you shared that link with anybody, they would be able to edit, and that's not going to work if you're sharing that with students, because then what will happen is you will have 22 to 30 or however many students you have all trying to edit the same packet. So what you want to do is you're going to go up here to see that /. You're going to get rid of everything after that and type copy after that /. It's really important. So then if you click enter, this is going to happen. Now, this is the link that you want to share with students, so that whenever a student gets this, they are forced to make a copy of the slide presentation, so they will have their own. So, for example, then I make a copy, just like how you probably received the packet, and it says copy of, and then they will just change. There's directions there. They will change the name to their name. So let's Baron Jones. That means jokes. Okay, it's Job's. Okay. All right, and that's that. So if you have any questions or any part was confusing to you, or you have even more questions, then please don't hesitate to reach out, and I hope this helped you. All right, I will talk to you later.